Man, this YouTube game is hilarious sometimes. Hi. I wanted to make an entire video about a hate comment that I got yesterday because I think it's really funny. So yesterday, or 2 days ago, I made a video about the recent shit that was happening with Ava Tyson and then Mr. Beast and everything like that. And I got a comment that said, why don't you make original content, loser? Anyone can give their opinion on current news. Hey, this might be a crazy concept, but that is original content because I'm not just reciting what somebody else says. I am giving my opinion. Have you ever heard of like pop pieces or anything like that, or talking pieces or anything like that? Like, there's an entire career out there of just giving your opinion on things. And frankly, my opinions are always the right ones, so I will talk about any and everything I want to. And guess what? That's why I do it. It's because I want to. If I don't want to talk about the news, I wouldn't talk about the news. You don't see me talking about the Olympics on here. You don't see me talking about random YouTube drama number 356, right? That has no relevancy whatsoever, right? Because it was just like, oh, they were kind of mean to a person. Okay, whatever. Like I'll talk about drama if I want to and it has something that can be talked about. I am not a news source. I am not a news pundit. I am not anything along those lines. Everything I say on here is my opinion. That's what it is. I talk about it because I like to, and I want to, and I feel like it makes good videos because I crazy concept. I do what I want. Like, I don't have to listen to somebody who has a typical selfie photo in their profile picture on what originality is. Especially then doubling down on that originality and making a hate comment about being original. I I think it would be really funny for me to start making videos on every hate comment that I got. One, not to give them a platform or anything like that, purely to make fun of them. Because I do not allow toxicity and anything along those lines in my in my community, or will in as it grows bigger. Um, because I am 100% for being positive and nurturing and welcoming to everyone, but also having the tolerance or having the intolerance for intolerance. Like, if you can't be tolerant of people and you can't be nice, fuck you, you're getting a video. Like, why not? I think it's funny. And it really lends into my shithead nature. Uh, of making videos about people who shit talk me and everything along those lines. It's much better than just having somebody talk on camera about nothing and say nothing. At least I'm saying something, and at least I'm giving like an actual opinion and being opinionated instead of just reciting everything that happened and vaguely saying platitudes throughout, being like, "This is bad, but I don't know, but this is also not good. This is good, but that kind of stuff." If I think something's bad, I'll say it's bad. I think that comment it fucking sucks. I think everything about it sucks. Uh, let's see how much longer that can I stretch out this video. Let's see. Hmm. Uh, in the future with my community, I do not want to tolerate uh intolerance and anything like that. All right, that's why I'm making this video, is to show that if you end up being an asshole on my channel and as a part of my community, you're getting called out, you're getting weeded out, you're getting shit on and kicked out. Right? There is no place for anyone like that. There is, if you are a bigot, if you're a racist, if you're anything along those lines that can be considered bigotry, yeah, you're not gonna be welcomed here. Go find somewhere else, right? Unless you wanna, I guess, try and learn. I don't really think that people can change if they're too deep, but I do feel that people can change. So if this is your first step to doing something better with your life, hey, so be it. I'll be more than happy to be the one to reprimand and to show you a better way, right? Yeah, like uh, there, because so often in YouTube comment sections and in YouTube communities, do they allow stuff to prosper and so on and so forth. I will try to cultivate this thing as much as possible and to weed out any um, unwanted people and individuals, right? Like, I don't want there to be a moment where in the future something happens or I say something, right? And people are like, I didn't know you were this way. Oh, mass subscription, right? Kind of like what was recently happening when with Moist Critical, where he was talking about like transitions and so on and so forth, like of people being able to be free to do like to express themselves even if they're younger and so on, as long as people are consenting and everything. And people like start shitting on him, like, hey guys, crazy concept. Consent is important, and if people are consenting to an idea, it's maybe it's okay. It's okay for that to happen, right? As long as it is not bypassing uh, somebody's well-being or so on and so forth. Like, the argument of people being like, well, if they can consent, like pedophiles or whatever. It's much more different of being like, I want to identify a different way. Self-expression is different than somebody else's gratification onto you, right? Uh, let's see. Mm, there is a lot of hate out there, a lot of hateful communities that I think, one, are filled with genuinely hateful people, and I do not want that. Two, there's also communities out there that are filled with people that just think that it's funny and they want attention, so they'll be bad. uh, because they could have ended up being the type of person that would spam W in the chat and being the most positive person ever, and then they'll also go spamming the N word and everything like that, and R slur, F slur, everything along those lines, just to kind of get attention and get riled up and hyped up by everyone else in the comments, because they know that that's what will get a reaction out of them and will get them the attention that they want, negative or otherwise. Uh, that's why it's called a pipeline. That's why it's called you know, a echo chamber or a bubble and everything, other things like that, right? And this place will not be a bubble, right? Uh, I kind of pride myself on not being contained into like a bubble. I am very much aware of how the world works. I think that I've been very privileged in my life to be able to learn from many different cultures and so on, and especially with when it comes to shaping how I believe in my belief systems and my ideals and everything along those lines, uh, which I think more people should do. Because what was that quote that Uncle Iroh said? That you become a more balanced person whenever you experience more of the world. Like, yeah, if you're not closed off by everything else, you will be susceptible to any hate pointed those ways, and you will accept them. But if you are trying to understand them and you try and learn about them, sure, you might be able to critique them or understand them and so on and so forth, but you will not be bigoted in a hateful way or in a way that will damage you. You will be able to understand and still not agree, right? Like, I don't agree with a lot of things, right? Uh, I have plenty of different hot takes that people don't agree with or don't agree with, right? But I've seen other sides of the viewpoint. I've seen and been in those other shoes, or viewed it from the other shoes, right? I'm like, okay, but this doesn't make sense, and that's kind of my whole viewpoint. And I kind of want to spread that out to you guys, everyone out there. Anyway, I think this video is going on long enough. I made it a 10-minute video talking about a single hate comment that I got. So yeah, if you want to support me, I have a Patreon down below. I also have a Cash App, everything like that. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't comment hate stuff or you will get a video, and that's not a positive thing. It is specifically to call you out. and for you to be reprimanded for what you did. So yeah. Bye bye. Click.